Carl, the LA cop, Frank the fireman, is meeting with some local LA, Los Angeles hospital folks. Oh, Dan with Dignity Health and Al with the Adventist cult folks. They got a hospital here in Eagle Rock, probably elsewhere. And Larry from Lacusc Keck Medical. And Carl explains, yes, some bigwig mayor from out east somewhere is coming out here to California on business, and he's going to have a heart attack. Whichever hospital, and we're covering y'all in case they get a private ambulance to take him. Whatever you do, just stall until the Chinese get there to tell you what to do. Joyce is talking to her friend. She says, I did it because I got the idea from Stone Cold Milton. John Milton Brady, son of a carpenter and Mary. And I also didn't know what the doctor was saying. It's like he's talking his own language. So I wanted to Google some of the words he was throwing around. And as it turned out, they weren't even real words. He was just padding the bill. Yes, Dignity Health doctors are an active participant in America's Hijack Lifeline, so is any hospital with Dignity Health. You try to call me with your phone from one of those hospitals. Get the timestamp on your phone, get the number dialed, and yes, keep an eye on those doctors. Has had a very bad experience with Dignity Health's hospitals and doctors, and she took my advice. She was a little skeptical at first, but just in case, she took my advice and let that audio maker roll when the doc was checking on her very young child. And she's asked another doctor. Sometimes you might have to do that very confidentially, or you might have to find the right doctor to check over that audio. Maybe it was a video. And he has done that, and yeah, he says they are very incompetent, either that or they're very intentional about not doing your child any good. Oh, Virum Video, the ever-present eyes and ears of technology will make for a very much better hospital experience. We are at a college party, and they have a handsome bald guy on the screen going on and on about corruption, political, religious, business, you name it, censorship, lifeline censorship in the medical community and involvement in that. And one says, which one is it? Is it Lacusc Keck Medical? Is it the Adventist cult folks with those hospitals worldwide? Is it the Dignity Health with their hospitals in the western United States? And the answer is all of the above. I have experienced bad events with all three of those. And yeah, if you come out here and you're binge drinking on spring break, you got to worry about if you or your parents are on a list. So check in Posting 5 with them all via speakerphone. We're at a formal event in LA, and Fire Chief Terrazaz is so drunk when he goes to sit down, he lands on the floor. The mayor helps him up, and then the governor comes over and he says, I guess it's true, I've heard the stories. I'm getting lots of folks canceling their business or pleasure trips to California because John Milton Brady has not gotten a 9/11 Flight 93 check in over a decade of asking. And they also know about expected events. How folks have come out to California and encountered an unexpected event and then saw the bad character of the Lacusc Keck Medical, the Adventist cult folks, and the Dignity Health folks. Want to see an expected event, guys? Pick up your phone. Try to call me. 424-229-4140. Your phone's going to be hijacked. Very drunk fire chief terrorist of the LA Fire Department. Yeah, I mentioned that in my last video, and it got altered on the phone here. As I'm going to post it, it says this fire chief. A very drunk fire chief terrorist. I've been asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 checks for over a decade. I've yet to get one. You're coming out here as a tourist checking posts with terrorists and all the firefighters of LA, California, first. You're going to get the same bad treatment I got because I got insulin poisoning. After I've been asking for over a decade for that first 9/11 Flight 93 check, insulin poisoning, and then the LA Fire Department would not take me to a decent hospital, took me to Dignity Health. And the Adventist cult folks here in Eagle Rock, same as Dignity, got their feelings hurt, so they started playing their commercial again and again and again. I think they're trying to recruit me to their cult. Check and post with all of the above. Rapetti, like spaghetti, is a Dignity Health ER doctor, at least that's what he claims to be. And he sees someone he knows. He says, "Oh, Russell Nelson, current false prophet of the Mormons, LDS, Latter-day Sainter, also a heart doctor." And Rapetti says, you old dog, you're still around? He's up into his 90s, half as old as Broad of Faith Mormons themselves. And Russell says, "I got a favor to ask you. There's going to be a man coming in here who's been asking for 93 checks for over a decade. He's got insulin poisoning. I want you to BS for me." "Oh, anything for you. You know Dignity Health is on your side." So Glendale Memorial and Dignity Health emergency room doctor Rapetti is putting the moves on a gal, and he's telling her, yes, the name is Rapetti, like spaghetti. And I'm in the ER there, and I call over, "Hey, I'm in a intense pain here. Can you do something?" And Rapetti says, "Oh no, I talked to my good buddy, LDS, Latter-day Sainter Mormon, false prophet, Russell Nelson, the heart doctor. And he told me you're telling the truth about America's hijacked lifelines, so I should deny you proper medical treatment." Yeah, the LA Fire Department was involved in that incident too, so check and post with Dignity Health and LA Fire Department. Drunk fire chief terrorist of the city of Los Angeles, California here, is reporting to the Adventist cult folks, vegetarians, angry ones, and Russell Nelson, false prophet of the Mormons, LDS, Latter-day Sainters himself. And the Adventist cult folks, oh, Russell's a heart doctor and has quite a few connections out here to get California's corrupt doctors to do his bidding. And they want to know the Adventist cult. "Why didn't you take him to our hospital?" And he tells them, well, he'd seen your character, he didn't want to go. And the Adventist cult folks, yeah, I got some bad treatment from the fire department and Glendale's Memorial's Dignity Health. And so they started the indoctrination process. You know, with all cults, Mormons and the Adventist cult folks, they have this indoctrination kind of thing. And what they did, instead of, drugging me up in their hospital, is they literally had the TV app play their commercial, not Dignity Health's commercial, but their commercial. "20 times, almost in a row." They had a couple of others in there, but I'm listening to the TV, a movie it was on, as I'm designing some imagery, and they literally did that. I swear cults like me. First the Mormons. Over the years, the most prominent of those cults in the way of Jesus is Immaculate House, real faith of the streets. And now, yeah, both Dignity Health and the Adventist cult folks. They're angry vegetarians. I keep expecting them to, lock me in the closet and only feed me vegetables, which I can't eat. Some of the cough during Mary metabolism. Can't eat anything green. If you know what's going on with my eyes, yeah, come see me. Medical research being passed by with both the Adventist and Adventist cult and Dignity Health folks. Come tell me what's going on with that. Yeah, I'm the cool guy with the imagery. And a lot of angry vegetarians and Mormons constantly around me.
Hey guys, going to this play video games. Hang on. We talked about this. We don't want you over.
They're playing a Adventist cult commercial over and over and over and over again. It's bizarre. I feel the urge to eat broccoli, and I literally can't because of the son of a coffee Mary metabolism. Dad of coffee worked on skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. It's bizarre.
We are on this
There we
earth
are.
for a reason. Your child is born, a joyful sight to see. We are blessed to share this special time with you. With dreams of hope and possibility, the power of your love comes shining through. You inspire us.
Next they'll start playing Mormon commercials.
You inspire us to
Drunk LA Fire Department commercial.
Adventist Health, together.
And Dignity Health. Yes, Dignity and LA Fire Department, part of my insulin poisoning, not getting
We are on this
treatment
earth
for
a
it.
reason. To be there for
Again
each
and
other in
again.
good times and bad. For us, that means offering life-saving heart and stroke care, minutes from everything
I feel like
we
they're
love.
going to burst in
Because
here
you
and
inspire us. We want you
put
to know
me in
we're
that
your local
closet.
experts in heart and stroke
All I
care.
got to eat is
The faster
vegetables.
you reach us, the faster we can
Yes.
save your life. And inspiring us to save your
That's
lives
why I don't want
is
to
what you do.
ever go to the
Adventist
Adventist
Health
cult
Clinic.
hospital, which is
Together,
right up
inspire.
there. Vegetarians are very angry people. We all know that.
We are on this earth for a reason. To be there for each other in good times and bad.
Check and post in 5-424-229-4140. Make a video of America's hijacked lifelines.
Because you
And yes,
inspire
boy,
us.
come out here as a
We want
tourist
you to know
caller.
we're your local experts in
Non-emergency
heart and
numbers to
stroke
the LA Fire
care.
Department
The faster you
and
reach us,
each
the
and
faster
every
we can save
fireman.
your life.
Say, what do you know about John Milton
Inspiring
Brady?
us to save lives.
Not getting one, 9/11 Flight 93 check in over a decade of asking.
Together, inspired.
If they don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is, after I've been asking, and that's your fault, asking for over a decade for that first 9/11 Flight 93 check, they are involved, or they are incompetent. Call them up and make that video. Check and post in 5-424-229-4140. Your wife's phone, your husband's phone, your daughter's phone, your grandma's phone. You're trying to call me, and on that speakerphone is someone from the LA Fire Department who's again and again bad treatment. Left me to die in 2014. Ignored that insulin poisoning. Just back in September. Check and post in 5, asking, what do you know about this? They don't know what that is. Yeah, what a 9/11 Flight 93 ticket. They don't know anything about you trying to call John Milton Brady for a decade and not reaching me. Make a video of that. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dial. They don't know anything about that. Yeah, you don't need to come here as a tourist. You won't find that character if you need emergency help.